Hey guys, just another video with some division here from Mr. Mac. Today we're working on dividing with decimals. We did the long division the past 2 days. It's literally the same steps that you've been doing. It's just a matter of moving our decimals around a little bit. All right. So I'm going to show us three problems here for long division with decimals. Okay, so first step we said we have to do is we have to make our divisor, which is the number on the outside, turn into a whole number. So if this decimal is here, we need to move it twice to make it here now. Okay, whatever we do on the divisor, we have to do the dividend. So we'll move this twice. Since there's a gap here, this now becomes a 0, and we put our decimal on the outside. All right, and then we solve it just like a regular division problem after that. 12 can go into 18 one time. Okay, so then I'll subtract the 12. That gives me a 6. And then I will bring down the other 6. All right, then I'll do it again. 12 goes into 66 5 times. 12 times 5 is 60. Okay, I'll subtract. I get a 6, and then I'll bring down my 0. Remember, you keep going until there's nothing left to bring down. All right, 12 goes into 60 5 times. 5 times 12 we said was 60. All right, we subtract, and we get 0. There's nothing to bring down, so we're done. So our answer for this problem would be 155. Okay. All right, so for the next example, we're going to take our decimal here. We're going to move it over once to make a whole, which means we move this decimal once. All right, so that decimal is going to be right there. So now we're looking at this problem and thinking, okay, can 14 go into 7? No. So what are we going to do? All right, we have to think about. All right, well, we know we can add on zeros at the end here, and it won't change the value. So now I'm doing 14 into 70, which can go in 5 times. Okay, so then 14. So 14 times 5 is 70. So I'll subtract that. And I get 0. And there's nothing else to bring down, so I'm done. Now, for the decimal place for this one, we bring the decimal straight up. And there's this gap here, so there has to be a 0 that goes there. So our answer would be 5 hundredths. Okay? All right, so for the last example, we've got to move the decimal twice here. So then we have to move it twice here. So now our decimal is going to be here. And now we're just solving 4 into this dividend here. So 4 can go into 38 9 times. Notice I put the 9 above the 38, right? So that will be 36. Okay, I subtract. I get a 2. And then I bring down this 2. And then I do it again. 4 goes into 22 5 times. Okay, that gives me 20. I subtract. And I bring down this 2 now. So that gives me 22. And then 4 goes into 22 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay. Okay, so then I was subtracting 22 minus 20. I get a 2. Okay, now there's nothing else to bring down, but I can't have a remainder when I'm doing decimals. Okay, so if I add on my 0 and bring down another 0 all the way down, then I have 4 into 20 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, I subtract that, and I get a 0. All right, so now I'm done. Now I just need to bring my decimal straight up, and I have 95 and 55 hundredths. Okay, so these are 3 different examples where we had to add some zeros on to make sure we could finish the problem. We had to move the decimal twice here. We had to move it once there. We were dividing by 2-digit dividend divisors and 1-digit divisors. So a lot of stuff to use as a reference here, guys. If you are doing a problem and you just keep on adding zeros and keep on adding zeros and keep on adding zeros, you've probably made a mistake. You should not be adding more than 1, maybe 2 zeros, okay? So don't fill up a whole page with all your work for these, all right? If you have any questions, I'm here. You can send me any questions or thoughts or comments in the comments section for today's post, all right? It's Friday. Hopefully, you guys have a great spring break, and I hope to see you guys soon. All right, take care.